One thing about me is that I'm gonna be in full glam. 95 degrees in Georgia or not, we're gonna have a full beat. Pretty sure the UV index is like a 9 right now. I am usually not a primer girly. There's very few primers I actually like, but I just tried recently the e.l.f. Jelly Pop one. This is really good. Your makeup goes on so smooth on top of this, and I do feel like it does help to keep the makeup on, which I feel like most primers don't. I'm going to a little midweek church service with my friend. We've been going for the last couple weeks, and it's been so fun. I've met so many sweet girls there, and it just seems like a really nice environment for a church. People are very friendly, non-judgmental. It's not the kind of church where I feel like you have to pretend like where you're at in life. It's honestly been such a blessing for me to meet other girls that are in the same like stage of life as me and have similar interests. I always have struggled with making girlfriends in churches. I just never seem to find people that I feel like I have like other interests in common with besides God, which is obviously very important for a friendship, but there are other things that you want to talk about as a gal. You guys, I tried a different liquid bronzer this weekend. It was actually one that a brand sent to me, so I feel bad saying this, but it's like a newer one that's come out recently, and I have to be honest, I absolutely hated it. It was so bad, and I just immediately went back to my Winky Lux one. This one is just so good, blends like a dream. I've recommended it to so many people. So many of my friends have told me they've tried it because of me, and they absolutely loved it. It's really so good. I'm very much not the type of person that's just gonna try every single product and say, oh yeah, it's all great, it's all so good. Like, no, I'm a harsh critic. Most of the time, if a company sends me something and I don't like it, I just don't mention it because I don't want to like be mean and give like negative opinions. But just know, like, the products that I talk about, I always love. And if I don't talk about them and you know that I own them, I probably don't like them that much. I'm also such a creature of habit. Like, I just do the same routine all the time. Like, when I find something I like, I will use that strictly for a few months until I find something else. Once I fully move into my apartment, I'm trying to get a better organization in place for all my makeup because I do have so much. And because I have so much, I just totally forget to use things because there's just so much stuff. I need a better system in place so that I can shop my collection more. As you can see, I still have not moved into my apartment. I still don't have a bed, don't have a dresser. I'm waiting on those like two key pieces of furniture so that I can fully move all my stuff over there and like have everything I need to like film, work, do everything there. I would consider myself the complete opposite of a minimalist. I have so much stuff all the time and find it so hard to trim down like what I should and shouldn't pack and take with me to places. I just always have so much stuff with me. Wish I could be a minimalist, however, that is simply not my journey. I truly do not know how I would cope with having a corporate job if we did not have the ability to work from home. Like, the hybrid schedule is so perfect for me. I just like don't want to get ready for something early in the morning and then have to go somewhere after work and have like day old makeup on and have it look crusty. I would much rather work from home and then just like get ready from home and not have to make the commute. Also, can I just say, I am so grateful to have reconnected with my friends from high school. We weren't like good friends in high school, we were just acquaintances, but she's a makeup artist and she actually makes TikToks on here. And I'm just so glad we've reconnected because it's so nice to have a friend who also likes to be in full glam, because I've had so many friends in my life who would make me feel so guilty for like wanting to get dressed up and do like a full face of makeup. Like, I don't do a full face of makeup because I'm insecure. I do it because it's so fun for me and I just enjoy like getting dressed up and girly and cute. So it has just been so refreshing to have a friend who gets it and, you know, will show up to, to go to Target with me in full glam, and it's just so nice. I think there is something so special about female friendship when you can get past the idea of like comparison and like being jealous of each other and just like supporting each other. So since I got my apartment, I've been back dabbling with the idea of getting a dog, and I do think I'm probably going to be getting a dog probably when I get back from vacation, maybe in like August. I'm gonna start really thinking about it. I originally was thinking about pugs, but then I was just looking into all the medical issues with them, and I don't know, I just didn't feel right about that. But I feel like the breed for me is going to be a toy poodle. Somebody actually recommended it to me about a week or two ago, and then I saw one in person this past weekend, and oh my gosh, it was so cute. I've been looking into the characteristics of the breed and just like kind of the pros and cons, and I feel like this is definitely the type of dog that I'm looking for. It's hypoallergenic, which is good. It doesn't shed very much, which is good. My last dog did not shed, and I really appreciated that. And just personality-wise, it seems like it's a really good fit for me. They're apparently pretty easy to train, which is good because my last dog was very stubborn, and he did, bless his heart, he was the sweetest dog ever, but he did not want to be changed. If I didn't have vacations planned for the summer, I probably would start looking now, but I think I would just want to wait until after I'm home. And it's also going to be a lot less busy work-wise in the fall time. I don't have as many jobs. Our 401k season will be over, so I'll have a bit of downtime before we start planning for, oh Lord, another busy season. I can't even think about that. I've kind of tried to not talk as specifically about my job anymore in here just because, I don't want people that I work with to see this and like know all my like inner thoughts about my job. But it definitely is something that I think about, with doing busy seasons at my job. I love my job, I love the company, but it is a very tough thing to have these busy times every single year coming up. It's something that I do kind of am starting to dread. So I don't know how many more busy seasons I have left in me to give. And I think it's totally normal to have to like think about these things for yourself and just evaluate kind of where you are in life and what your goals are. I'm definitely not about to quit my job or anything, but it is something I am thinking about for in the long term, like where I see myself going, because I've always kind of thought that I would, at this point in my life, be a stay-at-home mom, in all honesty, and have kids and not be working. But obviously, like, that's not where I'm at right now, so I do have to think about the possibility of, you know, me providing for myself the rest of my life and not having a man to rely on. By the way, so random, but I love the tone of this like taupey brown color. I've been using it a lot on my eyes. It's from one of these new Dibs palettes. This is the Roses in Hand palette. I think these are new. They just sent them to me. But it's this color right here. It's like a dusty, like almost like pinkish brown. And I feel like it just makes my eyes pop. It's very simple, but I really like it. I do have a new mascara to try today. However, I think I'm not going to use that because I just want my lashes to look really good. Like I want to know for sure they're going to look good. I typically save my new makeup to do on days when I'm not going to see people in person, just because I want to make sure it's good before I try it out, because you just never know what kind of makeup meltdown could happen with new products. Especially things like concealers, I always wait to try those on days when I'm not going to see people or have to go out, because those can really look horrific after a few hours. I found these cute little heart and bow earrings at TJ Maxx this weekend, and they match perfectly with my dress with the blue. I'm super into blues right now. It's just like my color of the season, it seems like. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe off my bake with my Charlotte Tilbury powder, as I always do. I'm gonna set my liquid bronzer with my NYX Buttermelt bronzer. Absolutely loving this. I still really want to get more shades of the blushes. I only have 2 of them. And I end up buying shades that I feel like are not that wearable for me on a day-to-day basis, so I want to get some shades that I would actually wear because the formula is really beautiful. Using my Maybelline Firework Mascara, this stuff is just so good. I have not used anything else since I started trying this out. It's really just so good. You just need to give it a little bit of time to dry out, like a couple days, and then it looks incredible. Like you can see, this is one coat. It looks so good. You guys have been tagging me nonstop in these videos about the new collection at Michael's, and I tried to go to one over the weekend, but it was just not a good Michael's. So I want to stop at a different one on my way to my friend's house before church and see if they have anything, because you guys are totally right. There are so many things in this collection that are so my style. I love that you guys know my style so well, have seen me through so many different phases. Like I feel like my style and the colors that I gravitate towards have changed so much since I've been on TikTok. I'm just gonna do a little bit of that brown eyeshadow underneath my eyes just to tie everything together. I want to do that trend everyone's doing where it's like makeup, no makeup, 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 and then makeup, makeup. Because I feel like no matter what I do, I always end up with makeup, makeup. I just can't stop myself. A little bit of cookie highlight on the nose and in between the eyes. I typically don't put highlighter on my cheekbones that often, just because I typically use like a glowy blush, so I don't really feel like I need it. I do always put it right there and right there though. I just like the way that looks for some reason. For lips, I'm going to line with MAC Shade Whirl. This just stays on really well throughout the day, and it kind of just goes with the look. Just use a little bit of Benetton in the middle. I think it looks very nice and like summery and juicy. For gloss, I'm going to do the Armani Prism Glass one. This is just the clear shade, but this is really beautiful on the lips. It just has such a nice shine and sparkle, and something about this formula I really am enjoying. I actually really love this lip combo. Now we're going to set with our Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. My favorite setting sprays are probably this All Nighter one and then the Morphe one. I do feel like those actually really make a difference for my makeup in terms of actually keeping it on longer. I'm so obsessed with these earrings. Oh my god, I love them. This dress is definitely a little bit like short and small to be wearing for church, but it is just so hot outside. All right, and that is the finished makeup. By the way, I've gotten a couple comments from girls saying that they think they've seen me at church, but they didn't want to bother me and come say hi. No, please come say hi. I would love to meet you and talk to you. I love meeting people that follow me on here. I think we've all been through so much together, so I would absolutely love to meet you. Please come say hi.